really give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Fielded just shy of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. First down, and they go right back to him. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set. What is it up?
They go to Barkley again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Go.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll motion Smith left.
Run.
They snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield on 4th. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36.
Right. Set. Hey, count it. Go. Set.
Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 46-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Hey, ram. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Completes this one to Gray.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's 4th down.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11.
Set. Hey, ram. Home the troops right.
Herbert with a blitz coming. This finds Smith. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Sidney Brown in on that stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to... the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, here we go. Drop ball 80. 60 by 6, 60, 19 right. Go.
They're going play action. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have it 3rd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And after that drive, backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Herbert now, blitz coming. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
You're out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Ray.
On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So that brings up second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. That's complete. Here's Brown.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here we go. Third and less than a yard. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back now, pressure on its way. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Hey, easy. We're going orange.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Short pass brought in. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go now.
Cut out left. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They'll throw on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Browns, eager to get some points on the board. He shovels this one forward. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 28-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And things look tougher now with third and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's trying to go deep again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Stays in the pocket, and he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So second down coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns will add to their lead at the end of the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Easy. We'll go orange. Home to trips right. Ready.
Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. He's got Smith. He spins right by him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Ready.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
59. Hey, ram.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second
Go.
and 2 at the 38-yard line.
What is it?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here.
That's good.
First down, a run with Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
Baylor Tigers.
Another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well.
Herbert on first down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Denzel Ward makes the play.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
79 Bronco, 19 Lions. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing. Short pass caught by his... What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Trap 60. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now, off play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Trap ball 80. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They are throwing it again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And 70 Rangers.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Third and long for him here. He'll get this one to Brown. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Viking 18. Warriors 17.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
60 Eagles. 60. 19 Titans. 19 Titans. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. Ready?
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
He shovels this one forward. Rolling into enemy territory. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He has it at the 5. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Still sticking with the passing game. Rolling left, buying some time. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Getting out to his left. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's back to throw. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Herbert from the gun. And And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Throwing now, Herbert. Forced out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready.
Back to the air, Herbert. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Baylor Tiger. What is it?
First and 10, Herbert. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Herbert throwing again. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
OP.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles now trail by just a point in the 4th. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Give now to the running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Look at my team. Buffalo 18. Straight.
Throwing now on 1st down. Taking a shot deep down the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
59. Set.
From the 26 on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
21.
Offense in the hurry up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Set. Hey, Ray. 5-9. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Goddard makes the catch. Dukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They run it with Saquon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
380.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Set. Hey, go lion. 5-9. Crowd right. Hey, Kappa. Go. Why did they...
Back to throw. Looking for a tuck. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. because this one's going nowhere right now.
Let's go.
A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Go.
Looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Barely makes that landing zone, fielded at the 20. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Now, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Now to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Connects with Johnson. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2nd down now, 7 to go. setting up to pass. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Crowd right. Let's go. Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go home to troops right. Hey, Ram.
They send the tight end in motion.
Reel it.
Herbert on 1st down. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns make the interception on the final play of regulation. They've got some serious momentum now as we head to overtime. Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
Here's Barkley. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll send the tackles wide and work out of the monster here on 2nd down.
Set.
Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Here's Saquon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Set. Let's go. 12. Hey.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
It's now third down and 14.
380. Run. Set. 380. Straight out. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Right up the gut. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Brought in by Ayuk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. It is Cup, left side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Pass play on 1st and goal. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Got to get out of their own way here as they're backed up 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. That one's complete right side. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long.